What is Jesus have mercy? What is Spanish Jamaica? Jamaica. What they going in the country? Jamaica, me I get some breaking news. No, so this is one you're too hard for share. What are my lovely people? I don't even know where to start this morning. But when I look and see that for over 4 weeks now, yes, about 3 Integrity Commission report were sent to the Parliament, and we are still waiting for them to be tabled. This have nothing to do with the FLA damning report. These are 3 brand new reports sent to Parliament from when? And whatever is in these reports, Andrew wife decided not to table them as yet. Well, Jamaica, I am getting to understand that these reports will be setting a precedence in this country. It is that bad. I'm seeing where other social media influencers are putting up all kind of things this morning. The Anthony is saying that the Jamaica Labour Party has been in crisis mode since the IC report reached Parliament. They have been strategizing on how to respond to the damning report. They know the contents before it even tabled, as the Speaker is not going to hold it until then. Jamaica, don't forget that Parliament convenes today, Wednesday. Yes, Parliament a keep this afternoon. Well, I mean, he said judgment a go on Jamaica. So, me wake up this morning and me no know. Me just find myself I listen to, because you know sometimes you have to listen to the enemy, them, what them are come with. And so this morning, while driving, I don't know what become of Nationwide News Network. We now see them no more on YouTube. Remember they used to congregate a man in time, George Davis within 2,000 followers there. I don't know what become a Nationwide News Network. Nobody can book them up on YouTube. Then they create one backup channel and swing from the backup. It look like them take with the backup as well. Type them in on YouTube. Me only see one black and white writing a come up say the channel has been discontinued. And what Nationwide could I do? Revo TV, because remember the Indian them then go lie down in a bed with you know. Big up yourself, Juna Comrade. Big up yourself, Uncle Cole. Thank you for sharing. They told you that 20 other uno where they just click the share button one and just share it to one of our friend. No, please and thanks. Share the live once again. Thank you, my people. Let's get this information out there because this ain't not look good. This not tan good. This ain't not look good none at all. What become a Nationwide News Network? We can't find them anymore on YouTube. God not like ugly, you know. God don't like ugly. And this morning me hear Cliff Hughes a crash out. Yeah? Nationwide a crash out with Cliff Hughes and George Davis. Only no realize that the two of them are catch up Nationwide. Everybody are left Nationwide, you know. Everybody is leaving Nationwide News Network. And I'm going to tell you why before me get into this meat of the matter. Too much misinformation. And Nationwide is letting Revo, who is powering Nationwide, to look bad. The misinformation and the disinformation has to come to an end. And it seems as though the Indians, them who buy out the shares or who are powered Nationwide, cannot continue. And so they gave Nationwide an ultimatum. Nationwide cannot be found anymore on YouTube. And them create one backup channel. And not even the backup channel is able to carry out the daily news. It's something is wrong, and up to now they don't come out come telling you the reason why, you know. They have not told Jamaica the reason why. You know, so you see a PNP take with their YouTube channel and a PNP. You know they like to lay everything from People's National Party. Well, Jamaica, I don't know who give Cliff Hughes and George Davis the memo. But Lord God of heaven, Nationwide a crash right out. You know why hear some things what George Davis come say this morning about the Jamaica Labour Party. Thank you, Kamiana, my darling. God bless you. God bless you every time. Thank you for that money gone. Jamaica people, me say, when you don't think you don't hear it all, here comes Cliff Hughes. I never know said there's something I could have come out of Cliff and George mouth. Jamaica people, I want you guys to listen to what Cliff Hughes have to say this morning, and then we're going to chime in on what George Davis says about the reports that is scheduled to be tabled but can't table it yet because it is so damaging. So they have to leak it to NNN so NNN can start pick it apart. Jamaica judgment in a Labour Party. Only listen to what Cliff Hughes have to say about what is happening with the Jamaica Labour Party. Kuya, 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 kuya.
And that's why I'm faithful as to ask, has the government conceded the next election?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
For Mark Golding and the PNP?
Yes.
This is music to their ears.
But of course, we work hard.
They're in the political ascendancy.
Yes.
And I don't think you can doubt that.
Not at all.
February 26th.
Yes.
Proved that.
Absolutely.
And for all of you out there who are still casting doubt over what happened on February 26th.
Yes.
Yeah? You are living in cuckoo land.
You hear that? Labour rights?
Yeah? The PNP under Mark Golding
Yes.
is in the political ascendancy.
That's right.
The Jamaica Labour Party and Prime Minister Holness are on the back foot. They are on the ropes.
Yes.
And it was a caller who said to me last night, faithful, that he doesn't believe, he doesn't get the impression that the government...
No, sir, I can't catch myself this morning. I cannot catch myself.
Jamaica. This is another Crazy J. Hey, Andrew, a full time for you go now. Jamaica people, them not like you. Worst thing, them can't trust you. Look how you sell out the Cuban.
Me they ask the Labour rights them will come over here to come heavy down my platform and burden down my platform. Kindly tap up the screen for me now before I go and rub. Watch me and uno with them. Look here now, uno think uno hear nothing yet. Tap up the screen, Labour rights which has come over here to come burden down my platform and keep down my platform and make my platform heavy like a lead. Me have to go cut 2 lime and rub up. Uno tap up the screen, labor rights. Uno too comfortable over here. Uno think uno here confused, bust up nothing yet. Hold on the little bit, Jamaica, cause over here go turn up this morning.
Unaccept American. I know said they no like we. From morning them a fight we. And you look what you do now. I worship you make come down. I know we can fight. And to yourself we are. And you can fix up the road them. The hospital them need doctor. The whole of Jamaica fracture. From we get the Melissa. People asleep on that day. Some asleep on floor. Andrew, you come from Jamaica. And you don't like the people. You make the country a suffer now. Andrew, you don't remember when you say a Spanish town you from. They say your man and go. Why you say we are? Try that.
Jamaica people, make we go back go listen. What they got on over nationwide. It gets worse. So now listen here.
The PNP was being strategic. And you can see that. The PNP is much better organized today. Its ability to control the narrative is being demonstrated. It's controlling the narrative in the political arena. The government is making several unforced errors. Yes. The government seems to have one spokesman.
Yes.
The Prime Minister.
True.
You don't hear the team around the Prime Minister. And in politics, when you have one spokesperson, as in the Prime Minister, yes, he's your chief marketing officer. However, after 8 years at the wicket, yes, the brand begins to wear off. The magic, the shine wears off. And you don't see the other front bench, members of the front bench stepping up. Yeah? While the PNP controls social media.
Yes.
And I live to see that because it was the GLP who controlled social media.
True.
Now the PNP dominates social media.
I believe it. Jamaica people, when they go along over nationwide, because I don't understand as soon as nationwide collapse, their YouTube channel gone, and all of the misfortune take Cliff Hughes and George. I want me Cliff Hughes come out and a bat now for the People's National Party. When they go along over nationwide news network, this does sound good.
The PNP out there. Their political engine room is humming. While Belmont Road is flat, dead. And that's why I'm faithful as to ask, has the government conceded the next election?
You look so.
For Mark Golding and the PNP?
Jamaica people, what do you know here while going up at Belmont Road? Jamaica people, this serious. Jamaica people, this serious. And when you don't think so, you hear everything. George Davis, him depend the same agenda this morning, you know. George Davis depend the same narrative this morning. I don't know what taking place in the Labour Party. I don't know why in the report. But it seems like they start leak it to nationwide because George him this morning start spin one of the report, you know. Morning, Paula Sadler, Jamaica people. Only listen to what take place. In a them a report we not table yet, and then after we listen to a judge, then we are going to start speculating because if I win the People's National Party, just listen to the chain of argument where Judge Davis come with this morning. Judge Davis said the labor right them now go enjoy them dinner later on. Judge say when the labor right them dinner plate out in front of them for them come near them a go shove it away because them now go so have the happy. Jamaica people are judgment are going in the country this morning. No listen ya. Listen ya me people, no listen ya.
The challenge for them is to act decisively when problems confront individuals. The challenge for them is to be seen to be open and honest about the issues. And every man, every woman is entitled to their good name. And every man, every woman who has their good name, in their view, damaged or under the threat of damage, is entitled to defend their corner.
Well, Andy, every man and every woman is entitled to defend. Who the hell Judge Davis now cannot come out and refer to? Jamaica, something is happening within these reports, you know, so you know them are going to start spin it before a table. Jamaica, what Judge Davis mean by every man and every woman have the right to defend this? No, Jamaica, something I go and you're saying about we are going to listen more.
With every resource at their disposal. And the missions of Parliament, who do extensive work and make determinations.
You hear that? Commissions of Parliament who do them work. And the Integrity Commission them attack it now, you know. Commissions of Parliament will do them work. You know, yeah.
I have to be certain that what they're setting down in black and white is based on all the information they have. Accurate and justifiable in them making the determination that they make, because such determinations affect the good name and standing of individuals, of organizations.
Such things where the commission them investigate and put out affect individuals and organizations. They be a key word, you know, people. Judge Davis is basically saying that the Integrity Commission or whichever commission where do them work where parliamentarians are concerned, they must be careful because their actions can jeopardize individuals and institutions. Keywords, they may know Jamaica. Individuals and institution. We soon tell you no, because if judge not tell we are who this man in me, I got tell you no, who this man. Look at Jamaica class, I go nice.
I know a very, very ultra-competitive democracy. Reputations of countries as well. And so there's a certain group of people, based on my understanding, they didn't have a taste so good later.
Judge Davis said based on his understanding, some parliamentarians dinner now go so nice later. Remember later on a parliament, you know. Could that be that Juliet, I got table the 3 outstanding reports later on. Remember, today Wednesday, you know. Parliament normally keep on a Tuesday. I don't know what they take place, but they start keep Parliament Tuesdays and Wednesdays now. Here, Judge Davis say some parliamentarians dinner now go taste so good later on. Jamaica people no gather around.
In fact, the dinner may not be had.
Well, under Judge Davis, what you mean by some people dinner now go taste good later on? And as a matter of fact, the dinner might now go have. Jamaica people are judgment are pitching at the Labour Party, you know. Judgment are broke way and a tear way at the Jamaica Labour Party. Let me hear what Judge say one more time again. Listen here.
There's a certain group of people, based on my understanding, the dinner now will taste so good later. In fact, the dinner may not be had. And all eyes will be on CR7 and Company at about 11 o'clock this morning when Portugal play. And they'll be on Hurricane and Company later. But in between, all eyes will be on the House of Representatives.
Yeah.
When a certain thing is made public.
Stop. No, Jamaica, this is serious. George Davis says, yeah, so despite the football World Cup, we are going to start mostly 2 o'clock. You know, Parliament start 2 o'clock as well. George Davis says, even though the eyes will be on the World Cup, equally, eyes will be at Parliament later on. Because what? Let me catch him good again. Because what George? Tell me again.
All eyes will be on the House of Representatives. When a certain thing is made public.
When a certain thing is made public. Me have to stop this out. Because George Davis once again has shown the Jamaican people that nationwide news network is the weapon that is formed against the Jamaican people. Eh? Only not hear George Davis are speaking a parable and I tell the people what is to come. The question that we need to ask is, how is it that George Davis once again and the nationwide news network is aware of what is to come from a report that has not yet been tabled in the House of Representatives? Jamaica people, it gets worse. So now listen, I'm telling you, class it I got nice this morning, you know. So me have to play catch up for what we missed yesterday. Jamaica people judgment. Judgment, me telling you, say, yes, up on the DREBRIAN show, we set the tone for what is to come for the rest of the afternoon, you know. Jamaica people, that's why me want to know, help me and send no donations to me so that me can get my laptop, so me can hit the ground with my YouTube channel, because you know, say, you know, a judgment in a morning time TV when me bust up the things them on YouTube, you know. Jamaica people, it gets worse, you know, listen here.
And those who are charged with managing crises, and believe you me, based on what the grapevine is saying, this is a massive crisis.
You hear that? Those who are put in place to manage crisis and based on the grapevine, that mean a who Lee can tell him things, you know. They are telling him, George Davis, that this is massive. This is massive. Jamaica people make me lap me foot, because you're so sweet.
Those who are charged with managing crises, well, I expect that they have been working overtime to manage this one. he says tourniquet. That's what Mr. John going on because tourniquet. Yes. But the crisis managers have had to be ordering loads of tourniquet because, as I understand it, there will be a lot of bleeding to staunch. And for individuals who find themselves in the crosshairs of allegations of behavior not becoming of public officials.
You didn't see anything in Jamaica? Eh? Public officials who find themselves in a predicament. And what kind of pop George put in the Jamaican people mouth this morning? Eh? And what kind of pop George appear parably talk over there in Jamaica, but we are no idiot. We are no idiot.
How much do they fight? And who do they fight? To whom do they show resistance? And to whom do they fold and accept their fate? Again, every man, every woman entitled to their good name. I really believe that. And in matters like these, you hear argument, evidence submitted as fact, and you hear counter-argument and evidence submitted to contradict those facts. And then it will have to move to another arena for an arbiter, an independent finder of fact, to settle the contending arguments. Now, I know those of you up here have been pulling it out, saying, Lord, why George talking already? You know, I didn't lock me up, so never take the time. You understand?
You hear him? George saying no one then lock him up, so you have to take time and talk. And no fan who might wonder what make him a talk in a riddle. But then you know one then lock him up. Jamaica, this is serious, you know. Jamaica people, this is serious. Once again, it seems like Nationwide get their hand on the report before it even table in a parliament. Backside, it get worse. You know, no listen, yeah.
Yes, but as I heard it from various sources.
You hear him? He hear it from various sources. Eh? If the report was investigated and concluded and the findings sent to Parliament, is only 3 persons down there get it. The clerk, Colleen Lowe, the president for the Senate, Tom Tavares, and Andrew wife, Juliet Holness, as the Speaker of the House. So all you mean to say, sources is 1 out of the 3 persons. So unless you're saying either Juliet or Tom Tavares or Colleen Lowe leak these 3 reports to Nationwide, that is the only thing I can pick up on what you're saying. But this don't look good, Jamaica. This don't look good at all for the Labour Party this morning. On the blessed Wednesday, you're not go kin over you now. Listen, yeah.
For a lot of people this evening, I didn't know how to cook. Because those who were served their dinner this evening. Somebody's on holiday, right? Most of them? Many of them? Some of them? Many. Yeah. So for those who are served, the more shub it way. And push it up. Because shub communicates an action motivated by negative emotions. Just pushed away, shub it away. Yeah, there's a difference, a degree of difference. You know, get shub by this evening.
You hear them a parable? You know, hear them a parable in the place. Judge Davis say all who I go get them dinner served this afternoon, I go shove it way. What kind of damning report this a drop? From when if it table and Juliet sit down pan it and not table it? Jamaica, Only not hear what Judge Davis said. Judge Davis said little later on when them a dinner ya share out and plate out. Which means that it is more than likely that these reports will be tabled. Because him a speak in a code, you know, and a speak in a parable. So when them a dinner ya share out. Dinner sharing out mean that them a go open up the reports that were sent there weeks ago. Jamaica parable, him a talking here, you know, but we are no idiot over here. We are no idiot here.
Now no appetite for the food.
He said they now go have no appetite for the food. Here, Jamaica.
And those of you who have particular interest or particular loyalty, why? All I can say at this time is that Wednesday afternoon I go pretty.
All in can say, Wednesday afternoon now go pretty. And for those who have a certain loyalty, that means you're the labor rights. Them in a talk, you know. In Shoski. No, sir, God Almighty, make us sit down good. Only no ear judge say, those who have a particular loyalty, the Wednesday now go be so pretty. Had the labor rights in a talk, you know. Only no realize the judge say it now go pretty. And the labor rights in a talk. Jamaica people class nice.
Now go nice. And I apologize for giving a commentary invested in parables and trying to do non-litigious speak, but it's the best I can do. The best I can do it.
When you hear that? Judge say he's apologizing for speaking in parables, but he cannot do any better. This is the best he can do, which means that anybody that leaked these reports to Nationwide, hoping that he could have able to spin it and spin a narrative, George is saying that he's unable to do so because what he sees is destructive and damaging. Jamaica people, what a disgrace. All eyes will be glued later on to judgment in the Labour Party. You know, come.
Jamaica. This is another Crazy J. Hey Andrew, a full time for you go now. Jamaica people them not like you. Worst thing them can't trust you. Look how you sell out the Cuban and accept American. How you know say them no like we. How from morning them a fight we. Andrew, look what you do now. I worship you make come down. How you know we can't fight. Andrew, you sell we out. Andrew go fix up the road them. The hospital them need doctor. The whole of Jamaica fracture. From we get the Melissa. People asleep on that tape. Some asleep on floor. Andrew, you come from Jamaica.
Thank you, Shoski. Big up yourself. Money pull up, money. Boy, me I tell you, say, Crazy J, you find it again, my brother. What a man full of talent. Eh? No, sir, we have to pull it up again. Class 2, nice.
Jamaica. This is another Crazy J. Hey Andrew, a A full time for you go now. Jamaica people them not like you. Worst thing them can't trust you. Look how you sell out the Cuban and accept American. How you know say them not like we. How from morning them a fight we. Andrew, look what you do now. I worship you make them down. How you know we can't fight. Andrew, you sell we out. Andrew, Andrew go fix up the road them. The hospital them need doctor. The whole of Jamaica fracture. From we get the Melissa, people asleep on that day. Some asleep on floor. Andrew, you come from Jamaica, and you don't like the people. You make the country a suffer now. Andrew, you don't remember when you say a Spanish town you from. They say your man and go. Why you say we out? Try that.
Jamaica people, one crazy J on the app. No man, he find it. Him find it, the man talented. Talented. Jamaica people. Me want to know if I'm me alone lost for words. Impala Sadler, Tia, I want to know if I am the only one that is lost for words this morning. What they going over nationwide? Let George Davis come out. Me say no care how then give George Davis this one of his twist and turn. But what they have now created and caused is for persons now to speculate. And them a reporter, you know. I can only assume, because that is what the Jamaica Labour Party does. Them hide things from the people and cause the people to speculate. Well, me I go speculate because that is the environment that the Labour Party would have created. It's one of two persons in a damning reporter, you know. Is either Femi MP Xavier Main or the South Central MP for South St. Catherine, Andrew Wheatley. Allegedly, because we don't know. But George Davis seems to know what is in these reports. So since they want Jamaicans to start speculate, shall we start at the Honorable Xavier Main? Or could it be the member for South Central St. Catherine, Andrew Wheatley, and Petro Jam? Remember, George started off, and I must apologize for the recording because me couldn't do no better Jamaica when me hear them as something a bus up. I drive. I remember say you can't search for nationwide on YouTube and find them anymore, so you could have get one decent little recording. I drive, and me turn up. Me say, kuya, and then I pick up your son in the car. And when me hear them a chat, me say, no. They know George a chat so like something I got along in the Labour Party. So me just reach for my phone same time and me start record because you want to see me, you know, have the phone in my hand and record the radio, you know. And then there's something we have to stoop to, you know. Look how much money Revo TV give them for upgrade. So people can find them on YouTube and on the social media. We can't find nationwide anymore, you know. Me have to record the radio. In a modern time, yeah. And I say, me did a listen, and I say, no, sir. The way in which George attack, you can tell, say the labor rights them is in a trouble. Them in a trouble this afternoon. And I catch them good Jamaica because I make sure record the part with the substance. Mighty God of Daniel, Jamaica, God don't sleep, you know. Me telling us that the Jamaica Labour Party shall have nothing named peace in the third term, yeah. I don't know, believe me. Jamaica, I have to play the... You know why me play the recording again? Because I know enough people cannot believe that all this is true, that is happening. 3 people in the report sent Ghana Parliament, and it has been there for weeks, and I know it not tabled. And why is it that George Davis this morning come out and I mention that when the dinner share later on, enough labor rights are going to shoot away the plate from before them. George is reporting that this is damaging, and he apologized for speaking in parable. He says that this is the best he can do because he don't want them lock him up. But the question one must ask is, why is it that Nationwide continue to get their hands on these reports before they are tabled in Parliament? That to show you, Jamaica, that the integrity of Parliament has been compromised by Juliet HOLNESS. The integrity of the nation's Parliament has been compromised by the current administration headed by Andrew HOLNESS and his wife, Juliet HOLNESS. Jamaica, I want you guys to listen. Yeah? Listen to what was said this morning on Nationwide News Network as regards to the tabling of reports and who will be held accountable this afternoon when Parliament resume. George Davis went as far as to say that eyes will be glued to the World Cup at 2 o'clock, but equally like how the eyes will be glued at 2 p.m. to view the World Cup, Jamaican eyes will be glued to the TV at 2 o'clock to find out what take place in a Parliament, because these individuals, 3 of them name, we get called in a report here. We don't know because we don't see the report, but apparently George is not a politician or an MP, but George can have access to the report. And when the IC send them report to Parliament, IC put 3 smaddy names on the report, and at no point in time we see Juliet HOLNESS, Colleen Lord, Tom Tavares, and including George Davis on the report. How is it that George Davis is doing what the House Speaker was put there to do, which is to table the reports? How is it that the reports are being tabled on Nationwide and the reports are not being tabled in Parliament, which is where it should? Jamaica, judgment in the Labour Party. Listen. And as I said, I apologize for the recording muffling. No, me couldn't do no better because at the radio we are record. Because Nationwide is no more. We can't find them on no social media anymore, especially on YouTube. God work in Jamaica, because a man in time when the 2,000 people could have gathered over there and listen to them and listen to the garbage, God put a hand and put a stopping. NNN is no more on YouTube. So, a radio, I do it now in a modern time like now. Jamaica people now listen to the judgment we pitch this morning. Listen, yeah.
The challenge for them is to act decisively when problems confront individuals. The challenge for them is to be seen to be open and honest about it.
Well, and then me have to stop. No see what League of my own just comment right here, so. League of my own is saying that all the parliamentarians, yes, on the government side that is, are in St. James. The diaspora conference are going down there, so all of them gather down there. So maybe Parliament not even going this afternoon, Come hell and powder house. The nation Parliament must take place today. So no diaspora conference. Andrew don't talk yesterday and Mark Golding talk. We want the people them to know what they're going in the country. Parliament, them better find them way to Garden House little later on, you know. They better find them way to Duke Street. If Juliet is not there, Heroy must be there. And if Heroy is not there, Dewey and Smith must be there. And ever so often we see the nasty mouth one from Southwest St. Catherine, Everald Warmington, sitting in the speaker chair. A four of them as speaker of the house up there. So if one not available, the other should fulfill the duties. Look here, no man. Jamaica people not listen to George Davis and bring down the Labour Party.
And every man, every woman is entitled to their good name. And every man, every woman who has their good name, in their view, damaged or under the threat of damage, is entitled to defend their corner with every resource at their disposal. And commissions of Parliament who do extensive work and make determinations have to be certain that what they're setting down in black and white is based on all the information they have, accurate and justifiable in them making the determination that they make, because such determinations affect the good name and standing of individuals, of organizations, and in our very, very ultra-competitive democracy, reputations of countries as well. And so there's a certain group of people, based on my understanding, they didn't know what taste so good later.
Jamaica people, a key word, so we have to break it down. George Davis say, yeah? Based on whose understanding? His understanding. A lot of labor rights in the parliament didn't go taste so good later on. You don't hear him? Jamaica people, when they talk, you have to listen, because they use some words and they speak in a parable, because they can't straight. Yeah? So they cannot speak straight like myself here, so they speak in a parable. So if you not broke it down and take on the time and listen attentively, we fly over on our head. George Davis say a lot of the labor right them. Then dinner now go nice little later on. Listen carefully, Jamaica, because we not miss out nothing.
In fact, the dinner may not be had.
George said, in fact, the dinner might not be had. Which means, while they report my table yesterday, the old dog, they might not do the finiam, they won't vomit, They might be noticeably absent. Huh? Jamaica people, hold on, I get some breaking news. Hold on. Yes, my people. Tell her, me tell her, me tell her, no look here. Me tell her, no look here. See them up, me get the news long before, See it here. Judge, see it here? Nationwide understands that an explosive Integrity Commission report will be tabled in the House of Representatives this afternoon. It is understood, that the report could result in serious implications for a member of the political executive, Bombit, who keeps leaking the integrity reports to nationwide. Jamaica. Well, and me not saying anything. Jamaica, me no want to no sleep on class now. At 350 over here. No, go on too bad now. Me not saying another word until me see 110,000 taps over here. No. Too much labor rights over here. Sit down and a heavy down my platform. No. Tap up the screen, Jamaica, and not saying another word until me get 110,000 taps I want to see right here. So right about now. You have to do better, Jamaica. No. You don't have to do better than this. Come on, labor rights. You're not supposed to come over here, come and burden down my platform and get away with it. You know, crazy? Tap up the screen and not uttering another word until I see 110,000 taps over here.
Jamaica. This is another Crazy J. Hey Andrew, a full time for you go now. Jamaica people them not like you. Worst thing them can't trust you. Look how you sell out the Cuban and accept American. And you know say them not like we. And from morning them a fight we. Andrew, look what you do now. I worship you make come down. And you know we can't fight. Andrew, you sell we out. Andrew, go fix up the road them. The hospital them need doctor. The whole of Jamaica fracture. From we get the Melissa, people asleep on that day, some asleep on floor. Andrew, you come from Jamaica, and you don't like the people. You make the country a suffer now. Andrew, you don't remember when you say a Spanish town you from. That's how your man and go. Why you say we are? Try that.
Thank you. You don't know me drink my ginger tea right round. Well, on there, cause this a tea are nice. You don't know when the ginger bust in my head and me start talk up the things them. Jamaica people, what a class nice this morning. Nationwide is reporting that they understands that an explosive integrity commission report will be tabled in the House of Representatives this afternoon. It is also understood that the report could result in serious implications for a member of the political executive. Jamaica people, this serious. This is serious, Jamaica. No, this serious. This is serious, my Jamaican people. What can go so? What is we buck up in this morning? Let me see if me can hear what George just say.
Group of people, based on my understanding. The dinner now going to taste so good later. In fact, the dinner may not be had. Guys will be on CR7 and Company at about 11 o'clock this morning when Portugal play. And they'll be on Hurricane and Company later. But in between, all eyes will be on the House of Representatives when a certain thing is made public. And those who are charged with managing crises, and believe you me, based on what the grapevine is saying, this is a massive crisis. Those who are charged with managing crises, one would expect that they have been working overtime to manage this one. So they, I followed my Sin City character Marv, played by Mickey Rourke, when he said tourniquet, because it's so beautiful when he says tourniquet. And someone mentioned me as a child, but but it's tourniquet, yes. But the crisis managers have had to be ordering loads of tourniquet. Because as I understand it, there will be a lot of bleeding to staunch. And for individuals who find themselves in the crosshairs of allegations of behavior not becoming of public officials, how much do they fight? And who do they fight? To whom do they show resistance? And to whom do they fold and accept their fate? Again, every man, every woman entitled to their good name. I really believe that. And in matches like these, you hear argument, evidence submitted as fact, and you hear counter-argument and evidence submitted to contradict those facts. And then it will have to move to another arena for an arbiter, an independent finder of fact, to settle the contending arguments. Now, I know those of you who have here will be pulling it out, saying, Lord, why George are talking original. And they lock me up, so I have to take the time. You understand? Yes, but as I heard it from various sources, for a lot of people this evening, I didn't know how to cook. But those who are served their dinner this evening, school is on holiday, right? Most of them? Many of them? Some of them? Many. Yeah. So for those who are served there, they must shove it way. Not push it on. Because shub communicates an action motivated by negative emotions. It was pushed away. You shove it away. You know, there's a difference, a degree of difference. Didn't all get shuba this evening. Now I have no appetite for the food. And those of you who have a particular interest or a particular loyalty, why, all I can say at this time is that Wednesday afternoon now go pretty.
Wednesday afternoon now go pretty. But let me ask you something. Because me no so verse and the labor right executive. When they say somebody in the executive now have to do with the cabinet. In China Stardal, my mother come here worries in the dance this morning, 4 minutes past 11 a.m. And class just a start up. The executive now have to do with who in a Andrew cabinet. Well, like how they don't tell we, it better we turn over here and speculate Colonel Charles Jr. It could be Daryl Vaz. It could be Horace Chang. It could be Wheatley. It could be Tufton. All who sit down in an Andrew cabinet forms the executive arm of the government. Remember, students, I always teach you that the three arm of government comprises the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary. The judiciary arm of government have its own functionalities. So too is the executive. The executive, where the government and the opposition, and them form the legislature, the legislative arm of government. But George said it is the executive arm of government. Now I'm going to feel it so good for eat them dinner this afternoon when this a report your table. The executive say, and the executive arm of government comprises all those who sits in the cabinet. The cabinet make up the executive arm of government. So Minister of Health, Christopher Tufton, Desmond Mackay, Chang, Security, Jamaica people. I want to know if I'm me alone I surmise certain things here. Because Mr. the amount of hot topic me have for my class this morning, I just feel like rinse out that topic here and save the rest for tomorrow class. Because me feel like say this a topic here alone can run the afternoon. Eh? Oh no, realize say Andrew Holness try to disrespect the leader of the opposition at the conference where them a keep down a mobile yesterday. And Mark Jefferson Golding was so eloquent in his response. Such a statesman he is. Eh? And the labor rights them seriously then get one little forward, for being disrespectful. Imagine they invite the leader of the opposition to come to the conference, the diaspora conference, that them invite Mark Golding, and they invited the leader of the opposition and refused to put his name on the program. So much so that the MC, Miss Debbie Bissoon, I don't know if she's a labor right, I don't know, I just don't like them. We do the work for the government, I just don't like them. But Debbie Bissoon is the first one to apologize for the absence of the leader of the opposition name, despite he was invited and despite he was instructed to speak. But yet still, they not put him name on the program. And then Andrew has the audacity to come and tell the people at the conference, but Mark Jefferson Golding will always be invited as the leader of the opposition. Rude and despicable. Rude and despicable. And I knew something was going to transpire the moment when they introduce the contingency of Andrew, theme rollers and the whole security team roll in. And when I sat and I saw the lineup, Andrew one side, then Andrew sit down beside his wife Juliet, then Juliet sits beside Mark Golding, and then beside Mark Golding you have Horace Chang. And when Andrew came in and took his seat, Andrew stretched away from Juliet, stretched away from Mark Golding, and reached all the way and shook Horace Chang's hand. And you mean to tell me, say, you invite Mark Golding and Mark Golding sat right there next to your wife where you sit down beside her, and you pass Mark Golding and shake Horace Chang's hand, and I know you haven't shake the leader of the opposition's hand? And to make matters worse, you are going to go on a public platform and claim some ridicule Mark Golding, All of the mind things that the people of Jamaica who have sense don't see exactly what to try to do. But little do you guys know that the conference on put on has been completely overshadowed now by the scandals that is taking place and is about to take place. Jamaica people, no, we can't catch ourselves. I mean, now stop rinse out this up on the internet this morning. Me have to listen to George Davis again and rub out the Labour Party. Jamaica, this is damaging. And we have to play it over again until the Labour write them stomach sick. Jamaica people, no listen here.
There's a certain group of people, based on my understanding, the dinner not going to taste so good later. In fact, the dinner may not be had.
Yeah.
And all eyes will be on CR7 and Company at about 11 o'clock this morning when Portugal play. And they'll be on Hurricane and Company later. But in between, all eyes will be on the House of Representatives when a certain thing is made public. And those who are charged with managing crises, and believe you me, based on what the grapevine is saying, this is a massive crisis.
Yeah.
Those who are charged with managing crises, one would expect that they have been working overtime to manage this one. So they, I followed my Sin City character Marv, played by Mickey Rourke, when he said tourniquet, because it sounds so beautiful when he says tourniquet. And someone mentioned me as a child, but it's tourniquet, yes. But the crisis managers have had to be ordering loads of tourniquet, because as I understand it, there will be a lot of bleeding to staunch. And for individuals who find themselves in the crosshairs of allegations of behavior not becoming of public officials, how much do they fight? And who do they fight? To whom do they show resistance? And to whom do they fold and accept their fate? Again, every man, every woman entitled to their good name. I really believe that. And in matters like these, you hear argument, evidence submitted as fact, and you hear counter-argument and evidence submitted to contradict those facts. And then it will have to move to another arena for an arbiter, an independent finder of fact, to settle the contending arguments. Now, I know those of you up here will be pulling it out, saying, Lord, why George are talking a riddle? I didn't lock me up, so I have to take the time. You understand? Yes, but as I heard it from various sources, for a lot of people this evening, I didn't know how to cook. But those who are served their dinner this evening, school is on holiday, right? Most of them? Many of them? Some of them?
Many.
Yeah. So for those who are served there, the more shub it way. Not push it on. Because the shub communicates an action motivated by negative emotions. It was pushed away. You shub it away. You know, there's a difference, a degree of difference. Didn't all get shuba this evening. Now I got no appetite for the food. And those of you who have particular interest or particular loyalty, why, all I can say at this time is that Wednesday afternoon, I go pretty. There's a certain group of people.
Judge say, for those of you who have a particular loyalty, that means you're the labor right them him attack, you know. Judge said this afternoon and go pretty. So all of the nasty dirty labor right that are a part of the executive, we cock up in a mobile. So no they are diaspora conference, no better care no ask come a Kingston. The nation's parliament need to hear who within the Jamaica Labour Party executive in a dem judgment here. In Pilot Lewis, me say, we need to know. So we now go sit here and entertain the criminal them at the diaspora conference. So me say the whole heap of them down at St. James. Put off Parliament again now. Parliament have to keep, and it must keep this afternoon. Only I realize how Father God continue to fight the battles of the People's National Party. Huh? Each time the government try to come at the opposition, and that is the reason why, you know, people may ask every day, even though we are in opposition, God understands why we never win September 3rd. The people of this country we must see what Andrew Holness. Many are we see long time, you know, but many never get the full understanding of what is to come. We tried to let you guys know, but some fall for the trap. But God wouldn't have it any other way, because sometimes exposure is necessary. And I think this third term of Andrew Holness is the term for exposure. And Father God would have never had it any way else other than to put them in power so that the people of Jamaica can see exactly who they are and what they are about. So we are asking the Holy Ghost to continue to work and continue to expose them. Yes, man. Continue to expose them. It is the year of exposure. Jamaica people, what can go so? Only necessarily the People's National Party and the comrades them, we just sit down there and watch God fight the battles for we. Every single day of the week, this government is marred with controversy and corruption. Jamaica. Only now realize a week cannot go. A week cannot go by where this Labour Party administration can say, yes, we had a successful week. Look at what is happening with the United States and the deal that was set out. Are you aware, Jamaica, that we will be facilitating 10,000 criminals here in Jamaica? Only I realize that America choose Jamaica. And when we say America choose Jamaica, it's sarcasm. I'm not playing on the Jamaica Labour Party slogan to choose Jamaica. The United States have chosen Jamaica to dump 10,000 criminals. Yes. America has chosen Jamaica. There has been a deportee deal where Jamaica offers to accept non-nationals that are booted from the United States. Jamaica. This is unbecoming of a government that go behind the backs of the people and strike a deal. So much so that the people of this country were not aware of. Mind you, Jamaica, if you are going to bring individuals here over a 2-year period, 10,000 non-nationals will be passing through our borders and will be housed here, which means we have to feed them, clothe them, and give them shelter. Are you aware, Jamaica, that our very own are still living under tarpaulin without a roof over their heads? So the Jamaica Labour Party find the need to help non-nationals than our very own? Is that what you're saying to us? Government? I don't understand, because when them talk, the bloggers are the ones that have to break it down for the average individuals to understand. And so we have to ask the question, Jamaica, because up to now, this is a foreign affair matter, and we are yet to see the criminal lady come address this. Where is Kamina Johnson-Smith? This is not just about national security, and criminals coming here and we have to have a leash on them until they're ready to leave. This is also a foreign affairs matter, and we are yet to see the Honorable Minister who has the responsibility for foreign affairs, Kamina Johnson-Smith. But then again, you look at Kamina Johnson-Smith and other individuals like a Dana Morris Dixon. Are you aware that students, grade 11 students at Magotty High School, 50% of grade 11 students have not been seen or heard of since Hurricane Melissa? I'm going to repeat it again. Under the leadership of Dana Morris Dixon, Jamaica's Minister of Education, more than half of the grade 11 students who were registered before Hurricane Melissa, September morning, Pitney Ghana Magotty High School, well sharp and ready for the year ahead to sit them CXC exam. Hurricane Melissa struck a month later in October. And what the news is saying is that since Hurricane Melissa, more than half of the grade 11 students who were registered September morning have not been seen or heard of, have not returned to classes. But when you look at the mantra of the Jamaica Labour Party, education has never been their priority. Education has never been the priority of the Jamaica Labour Party. And so, Jamaica, we are not surprised. Yes? We are not surprised that Dana Morris Dixon, as a matter of fact, Dana Morris Dixon is not an elected official. Dana Morris Dixon was selected. How can you select someone to preside over one of the most important ministries there is in a nation, the Ministry of Education? When you look at Johnson Smith, another selected one, was never chosen by the people and elected by the people, but they sit in key position, Foreign Affairs Ministry. Dana Morris Dixon, nobody voted for you. Nobody voted for you. Dana Morris Dixon, you were selected. And these are some of the matters that Jamaica have to look into whenever we become a republic. To hell with the selection of individuals. Members who want to serve must be elected by the people. Because some of them will sit down in a Senate, we don't really approve of them, Yes, and no friend sit down in a Senate. But I don't want to go there because the nation business must continue. But I took offense to the likes of a Dana Morris Dixon, who was chosen by Andrew Holness to lead Jamaica's most important ministry, education ministry. And when you look at, you see that students who were enrolled September morning to do them CXC now, May, June, do CXC. When you look at it, say half of those who turn up September morning are not there with the rest of their classmates today in June. It is appalling. And not a word from Dana Morris Dixon. And you mean to tell me if Dana Morris Dixon cannot speak for whatever reason, what is the purpose of Rhoda Moy Crawford as the state minister within the Ministry of Education? If Rhoda Moy Crawford cannot speak on education, what is the function and the responsibility of Senator Marlon Morgan, who sits in the office as a state minister? So you mean to tell me that under the People's National Party, you had Burchell Whiteman, you have Maxine Henry Wilson, you have the former Reverend from Central Kingston, Ronnie Thwaites, all performed their duties and their role as a single individual at the Ministry of Education. Why is it that the Andrew Holness-led administration had to have 3 persons sitting in the Ministry of Education and none out of the 3 of them can make one? Why do Jamaica have to have 3 individuals, 3 ministers ruling the Ministry of Education? Under the People's National Party, there was only one, along with the permanent secretary. And every single one of these individuals, thank you, Paula Sadler, were elected by the people. All were members of parliament. It is untenable, and it shows Jamaica that the Andrew Holness administration comprises of too much illiterate individuals. So much so that key ministries, you cannot find elected members to serve. You have to handpick them and select them. Senator Johnson Smith Kamina, who heads Foreign Affairs Ministry, the people did not voted for her and she's a minister. Dana Morris Dixon down at Education Ministry was not elected by any Jamaican, but she heads the important role as Minister of Education. So too is St. Aubin down at Industry and Investment and Commerce. And then you wonder why persons don't want to invest here. They don't understand the various ministries. It is a shame, Jamaica, our country is going on a path where we never intended to go. I remember before Andrew became Prime Minister, they were all riding on the horse of Vision 2030. We are 4 years away from Vision 2030, and absolutely nothing that was set out to achieve 2030, Jamaica is even quarter of achieving those goals. And I am happy that the Vision 2030 was implemented by Andrew Holness, not under the People's National Party. And close to 15 years that they tell Jamaica that this is where the country will be heading. We are 4 more years away from Vision 2030, and not one thing that was set out to achieve for Vision 2030 have been achieved under this Andrew Holness administration.
Powering off.
Can you imagine, my people? 10,000 criminals will be heading to Jamaica within the next 2 years. And when I read the article, Jamaica, you know the part that hurts me the most? We all know that the United States nobody can really go up to America because they can sanction your country, they can bully you, they can do what they want. But what hurts me the most is when I read the article, and the article is going to tell me that a nasty, dirty bitch within the Jamaica Labour Party is the one that made the proposal to Washington. Can you believe that, Jamaica? I know America come tell Jamaica, say them are going to send the 10,000 people down here, you know. It's somebody within the Andrew Holness-led ministry, yeah? Made the proposal to watch. Anybody hear me this man? Make a look if me can find me proof. Because me now come up here and tell no lie for nobody. You know, wait, make me see if me can find it. See it here? Because me know me well. That's why me telling me, you know, people. I want you guys to come out in our numbers. Me I beg you to put on the $5 and the $10 and the $20 from now. Set it aside and say the money off the DREBRIAN. I go and present me Zelle. I go and present me Cash App, me Squash, whatever it is. Because I need my YouTube channel to be launched. So that me can play me video, me can articulate myself. So you can see the truth and the facts. I love my TikTok, right? But TikTok not doing me the justice that I want. Yeah? And so Jamaica, me want to play the video them. Me want to play me evidence them. And until the app is upgraded where we can do those things. But I have to make the transition. No worry yourself, you know, TikTok as I uno build me. So while me YouTube I run, my TikTok will be running simultaneously. So I don't want to feel like say me I go over TikTok and to hell with over YouTube and done with TikTok. No. All both platforms will be running. But Jamaica will not have to understand. Sometimes people send me them evidence. Sometimes something are going in the country and me get it as breaking news. But because it is in video format, me can't do it and play it because TikTok only allow me to put up still image like this. You understand? So me have to invest in myself and launch my YouTube channel. And me know me can do it. And so come the 26th of June, I am looking for the support. No class now go kick that day then, no political class. We just go gather here that Friday morning and we go and raise the money. I have everything for my studio. Me have my microphone, me have my light. Person to see my background. Background looking nicely and it is coming on nicely. So me have me nice desk and chair and my background and me all looking well. Me lighting, all of them something that me stage lighting, me dip. Studio got nice people. It's a nice little ambience. However, you cannot say you run a YouTube channel and you don't have a decent laptop. And so I identify the laptop that I need with all the features to run a successful YouTube channel. And it costs a little under $800, but my target is $800. And I believe that I can raise that target. So I'm looking for each and every one of my supporters right here on the 26th of June. And we are going to accomplish it. All right? So I'm looking out for the support come the 26th of June. Right here. And we are going to raise it. So kindly put down the $5 and the $10 and the $2. No, me no come pay, I come beg. So what I'm doing right here is for a worthy cause. And so I'm looking forward to the support. And you know, the labor rights them we screen record me and say, "Uno come listen now, DREBRIAN, I beg. Uno come listen now, him, I beg." Uno know how them stay. But I am happy to ask. Me are no thief, and no girl now, no boy now go say me rob and thief them and take their money and put it towards nothing. This money will be going towards my laptop for the greater good of my platform. All right? So don't be surprised if you don't hear my voice start circulate. You don't come listen to him, I beg. You don't come this, you don't come that. I rather ask than go thief and put myself in a problem. All right, Jamaica? So all of you will listen to my platform and see the work that I put in on a daily basis. Me know no we come true for me on the 26th of June. I mean, I have no 28 bank account. That is it, Nazi. But Jamaica, when you said Jamrock 876, when you hey, class I got nice that day, you know. Class I got nice that day because me know God I got bless you know. So no can able to bless me. Jamrock say him have 100 US put aside. God bless you in advance. So come the 26th of June. Right here, so it I go up on this platform. Because we are going to launch a YouTube channel come July. Jamaica, they can't hold back this anymore. And if I can able to hold my audience on TikTok, and majority of the time I don't have to turn on my camera, persons are only listening to the sound of my voice. Because you know enough of them can only get views when they turn on their camera upon themselves. But it means that I'm doing something good where persons cannot see who is speaking. They can only hear, and 300-400 of them can stay right here and listen. It means that I'm doing something good. So Jamaica, come the 26th of June, I'm looking for the support. Now back to the substantial matter. I find the evidence. When I tell you, Jamaica, that bad as things is with Donald Trump, Trump never come down here or Trump never send my name, Rubio. Trump never send Rubio come down here and tell Andrew say, we him a go send 10,000 criminal down here, we have to put them up and we have to do the things. No. Trump never forced nobody in Jamaica based on what the article is saying. Because some people only read headline, you know. They don't read the nitty-gritty and the fine prints. Listen, this is what the article said. The article said, Kingston and where? Washington are expected to begin talks on an agreement first pitched by a senior Jamaican government official that could see the island accepting up to 10,000 non-Jamaicans being deported from the United States. So what this is saying, Jamaica, is not the United States under Donald Trump or Secretary Rubio approach Andrew Holness or Chang and made such proposals to us. Some licky smaddy in the Jamaica Labour Party executive approach Washington with the idea. Hello, somebody. You mean fi tell we say look how much people are suffer under these people's hands. Look how much Jamaicans still living on outside under tarpaulin, no have a roof. And Andrew Holness have signed an agreement to take on 10,000 people. When you bring them come here, Andrew, remember say you're not going to put them under tarpaulin or put them under tent out a door, you know. Because based on what I'm gathering, these individuals, the United States government has sponsored them money, you know, so that Andrew can take care of them. So it seems as though because money is involved, Andrew Holness agreed to take them in because the United States will be paying. But knowing quite well, I hear say it's $16,000 per man. 16,000 US per head. To house them, to feed them, and to close them individually. That is what I'm hearing. 16,000 US dollars per individual. Knowing damn well the Jamaica Labour Party, how them thief, They are going to take that 16,000. And what should have been granted to these people, they will not be getting it. We not say they're not going to give them food, finiam, and clothes. I might catch them up in some hotel. But how can you do this to non-nationals when our brothers and sisters who are member states of CARICOM, oftentimes we see the poor Haitians them come here. Remember now, Haiti is a part of CARICOM, which means what good for Jamaica, good for CARICOM. How Andrew Holness are going to turn back the Haitian them who are in desperate need of help, who are a part of CARICOM, and when they come here, we send them back. But Andrew Holness are going to open up the doors for non-nationals, persons who are not a part of CARICOM, to come here, and they will be taken care of. Their needs and wants will be met as non-nationals. This is unacceptable, Jamaica. And who could it be that would have done this without notifying the people of this country? It is unacceptable, Jamaica. Unacceptable. And I'm going to show you the hypocrisy of the Jamaica Labour Party. Who remember when Portia Simpson was the Prime Minister? Remember, same way the former Prime Minister for England, David Cameron, came here while Portia was the Prime Minister and offered to build a brand new state-of-the-art prison here to allow the Jamaicans who would have gone to England and get themselves in a trouble. David Cameron said that he would have made a brand new prison, over £400 million. It would have cost, so that the Jamaicans who are in England could have come home, come finish them sentence. And when Andrew Holness heard that, Andrew Holness disgraced the PNP, he ridiculed Mama P. He said, how dare you? How dare you come to the parliament with this? We should be building more hospitals and more schools. How dare you come to the house about a prison? The Jamaican people deserve more than a prison. And look at where we are today, Jamaica. Almost 15 years later, and Jamaicans are being overwhelmed with our current prison system. And look at what Andrew did. Andrew taking 10,000, Andrew agreed to take in 10,000 criminals who have been locked up for various crimes. Andrew, now sign an agreement to welcome 10,000 here to further burden our resources that are scarce. When you take on them at 10,000 people, we don't know none of the medical condition. We don't know the burden where them are face. When them come here and further burden down our scarce resource, how the people of Jamaica survive? So many persons in Western Jamaica no live nowhere up to this day. Andrew rather take in 10,000 strangers and put them up than put up in your own people. Jamaica, this is a wicked administration. 10,000 people to roam the streets of Jamaica who have committed various crimes. Andrew Holness have agreed to that. But up to now, Andrew Holness cannot agree to settle persons in Western Jamaica with a roof over their heads. That is quite telling this morning. 15 minutes to the hour of 12 noon. I'll be wrapping up class at 12. Me know no love class in Jamaica. Me know no love class. But I'm trying to get into the groove of things to give no more than 2.5 hours. Half hour to warm up and to get persons on the live. Because whenever the YouTube, and listen me good, whenever the YouTube channel is in full swing, I don't guarantee any. I know the program is good and I know I'm capable of doing such, but it's very rare you're going to sit down and listen to a program for 3-4 hours. Can you imagine after wrapping up a program, I have to now edit and upload a program of 4 hours? No. So I'm trying to get into that frame of mind to wrap up my lives within 2 hours. You don't understand me, people? Yes, man. I think when you search the DREBRIAN show and you find it on YouTube, you can sit down and you can listen for 1-2 hours. But if you sit down and if you listen program, remember me there sometime from 9:30 till 1 p.m. Check the maths, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:31, almost 4 hours. So I'm trying to get into that frame of mind where I can narrow down the program to 2 hours. Right? So that persons can find it more favorable to listen. So like the hot topic, them, you're going to have to cut them smaller and elaborate on them for like 15 minutes per hot topic. Because most times I will have guests and me have to put that into time frame and all of that when we have special guests and so forth. So we have to get used to a 2-hour show per day. You understand? And remember that it is morning time. So it's not like it's going to be a night program where people can sit down cozy in them city. It's a daytime live show. Many persons will be at work where they can just catch up them phone and listen and tune in. Many persons will not have the luxury to be at the confines of their homes too, So we have to take that into consideration. So 2 hours the maximum and half hour to warm up and to get the live going to build up the numbers. So I hope you guys understand. Shape Good from Bertha said, Dre, you can cut the video in different pieces too. Thank you for that reminder to Shape Good. So yeah, man, I remember say I go me alone, I do my little thing, take me little time until me kind of build up the thing. Then, so say me have to go do me editing, me producing, everything. But I am capable. Me got good school and me no dunce. So I will figure it out. I just want to make sure say my loyal supporters come over YouTube and equally support the thing on YouTube. So Jamaica, as I was saying, Lord Jesus Escobar, girl, thank you. Esco said, Dre, I'm going to show you how to produce your own something. Thank you, darling, because I have a clue, but my head not tough. Once you show me 1, 2, or 3 times, we get the gist of it. You see how me have people in my corner who love me? People recognize the work that I'm doing. And I must tell you guys, thanks for sticking it out. The Escobars have been with me from day one. And I thank you guys so much for the support. Big up yourself. So here we are, Jamaica, making it absolutely clear that it is a senior Labour Party official who went to Washington with this idea. That is what Washington is saying. It's not Donald Trump come to Jamaica or send Marco Rubio if he telling us say they must send out 10,000 deportees. No, it's the Andrew Holness administration go Washington go pitch this idea. Yeah. What a wicked and worthless leader. Where is the leadership? Can you imagine? You are welcome 10,000 non-nationals to your country. And you don't even have what to feed your own and put up your own under a roof. It's despicable. And when you look and see that this deal was signed behind the backs of the Jamaican people, you have to ask yourself, what else could Andrew Holness and his cabinet sign against the people of this country? But God and time will reveal all things in due course. Can you imagine? Richard Sentobina say, how can one approve something that is still in discussion stage? Still in discussion stage, but yet still, them approve something all by themselves. And it begs to ask the question. Remember 35 of them on the government side, but only 18 of them sits in the cabinet. So it's not all of them privy to information. When you are a part of a ministry, you falls within the cabinet. And so when cabinet meets, it doesn't mean that all of the JLP MP them sit down. It's the chosen few who were chosen to sit in Andrew Holness cabinet have information like these. And so Jamaica, it begs us to ask, what else could have been discussed within the Andrew Holness cabinet? Because I'm sure this was discussed. And them keep it to themselves for all this time. Look from when Rubio come here. But we should have known that something is up. Because now care how the opposition asks. I remember when Senator Scott Motley keep asking, what was the outcome? What was the outcome of such meeting with Rubio and Andrew? Everybody tight-lipped, including Kamina Johnson-Smith as the Foreign Affairs Minister. Only when her back is against the wall as shit hits the fan, like what is happening with Cuba, you see she come out. But she's well aware, long before these things transpired, and then sit down upon the information and then wait until the worst is at our shores, then come and act accordingly. A responsible leader and a responsible administration, because they say they choose Jamaica, but oftentimes we ask, did they choose the people of Jamaica? Because had they chosen the people of Jamaica, they would at least come to us and tell us what was on the table. They hide it from us. They continue to hide it from us. And when things start to fall apart, they come now with the cock and bull story, trying to deflect and to come tell us about all the 10,000 anger come here one time. It's over a 2-year period. We not care for 50 years. It a go take no. It is 10,000 too much. And it is the principle of it all. To sign something of this magnitude without notifying the people of this country is wrong. It is absolutely wrong. Shame on the government. And that's why I put it up before you this morning, so you guys can read it for yourself. Because many a times you only glance past the headline. Kuya gleaner say, kuya observer say, look here, and that's it. Nobody really take the time out to read the article. And then when I go give Trump basket for carry water. And I say, see Trump and Rubio this and that the time of the nasty, dirty Labour Party gone to Washington, gone pitch proposal. See them front town, no? Kingston and Washington are expected to begin talks on an agreement first pitched by who? A senior Jamaican government official. PNP no in a government. So nobody come mix with. The article said that the idea was first pitched by a senior government official of the governing Jamaica Labour Party. And then someone go sit down and make it look like, say, a Donald Trump. Want to sanction Jamaica and I do them things to Jamaica. It is Andrew Holness who is doing these things to the people of this country. Me tell you already, you know. Me tell you. Andrew Holness is the reason why many of you can't travel today. Andrew Holness is the reason why many of you can't get to no green card, still on the waiting list. Andrew Holness is the reason why so many nurses and teachers are still on the waiting list to travel. Andrew Holness would have told the United States that he's losing too many of its brightest minds to the American system. Teachers and nurses, doctors and policemen and women would have gone to the United States and other countries and work 3 to 4 times the salary they are currently getting under the Jamaica Labour Party. And so our nurses, teachers, doctors, and police officers are leaving in droves to the US. And the United States knows that. And the United States will always want to be that country to be the greatest. So they are going to take on the greatest from your country. And so I am putting it to you this morning that Andrew Holness would have struck a deal. Put a travel ban, limit the amount of visas given to the Jamaican people. Mark my words. Enough people sit down and say, oh, the bloggers, them appear conspiracy theory we put out, but we are not idiot. And the mainstream media will certainly not sit down and explain things like this. Everything is chopped and chopped up. But I am telling you, Jamaica, you don't need no eyeglass to see. Say Andrew Holness would have came to an agreement with the United States. Reduce the visas granted to Jamaicans. Reduce the green cards granted to Jamaicans so that they can remain here. Give me 4 or 5 years. After 4 or 5 years, they don't can start free up back the thing. Look into yourself, Jamaicans. The amount of uno stock can't get a date at embassy if you sit down and wait. And who can sit down and wait cannot afford the $70,000 visa fee. And a boy, if you pay $70,000 only for years, say try again, you know. That is what Andrew Holness has created. And can I tell you, Jamaica, many Jamaicans are stuck in the system as a result of Andrew Michael Holness. He would have asked Marco Rubio to limit the amount of green cards given out to the people of Jamaica. Limit the amount of visa granted to our police and teachers and nurses, because too many of them are migrating and leaving Jamaica. And America would grant them that wish, because that is what we are experiencing today. But before Marco Rubio and America grant Andrew that wish, he first have to do what? Send home the Cubans to Cuba. Who do not realize the chess game has now revealed itself, Jamaica. Before the United States grant Andrew Holness that reward to prevent the issuing of visas so that so many of the brightest minds, remember Nigel Clark tell you no, said to retain the brightest minds, he have to raise up the salary. Andrew Holness know that. And because of the salary makes so much people migrate. So that's why Nigel raised up the salary before him left to retain the best. So many are leave Jamaica because the salary is more over there. And Andrew realized that. And that is the reason why he begged of the United States to give him 4 years. Limit them for 4 years. Make them Tanya work and contribute. Yeah? And that wish was granted. Given that, Andrew Holness comply to send home the Cuban doctors. It is a wicked act. But God don't like ugly Jamaica. And God not sleeping. And everything is God and time. Because up to now, the Jamaica Labour Party cannot catch a break since September 3rd. 8 months and counting. And up to now, every single week is something else. Nothing good. Even if them open one bridge a morning, fix one school, fix one road, it coming like say, the goodness is not being shown, or the people now feel the goodness of the Jamaica Labour Party. God Almighty is going to see the people throughout this 3rd term. And I am telling you, Jamaica, this administration is going to be a 3.5 term. because so much will be taking place in this country that the people, our civil servants, won't be able to cope anymore, and this government is going to cave in. Jamaica, God and time. I want to thank each and every one of you for participating today. It was my utmost pleasure. A wonderful show was had today. And so, Jamaica, I want to wrap up this morning by the revelations of George Davis on Cliff Hughes this morning. I want you guys to listen once again to what George Davis uttered to the nation. Don't forget, all secrets will be revealed this afternoon in Parliament. So stay tuned to Parliament this afternoon at 2 o'clock, where a damning report will be tabled. It's not a good look for the Jamaica Labour Party. As we wrap up, one more time from George Davis. Listen to this, Jamaica.
A certain group of people, based on my understanding, the dinner not going to taste so good later. In fact, the dinner may not be had. And all eyes will be on CR7 and Company at about 11 o'clock this morning when Portugal play. And they'll be on Hurricane and Company later. But in between, all eyes will be on the House of Representatives. When a certain thing is made public, and those who are charged with managing crises, and believe you me, based on what the grapevine is saying, this is a massive crisis. Those who are charged with managing crises, one would expect that they have been working overtime to manage this one. So they, I followed my Sin City character Marv, played by Mickey Rourke, when he said tourniquet, because it's so beautiful when he says tourniquet. And someone mentioned message, but it's tourniquet, yes. But the crisis managers have had to be ordering loads of tourniquet, because as I understand it, there will be a lot of bleeding to staunch. And for individuals who find themselves in the crosshairs of allegations of behavior not becoming of public officials, how much do they fight? And who do they fight? To whom do they show resistance? And to whom do they fold and accept their fate? Again, every man, every woman entitled to their good name. I really believe that. And in matters like these, you'll hear argument, evidence submitted as fact, and you'll hear counter-argument and evidence submitted to contradict those facts. And then it will have to move to another arena for an arbiter, an independent finder of fact, to settle the contending arguments. Now, I know those of you who have here will be pulling it out, saying, Lord, why George are talking a riddle? I didn't lock me up, so I never take the time. You understand? Yes, but as I heard it from various sources, for a lot of people this evening. I didn't know how to cook. For those who are served their dinner this evening. School is on holiday, right? Most of them? Many of them? Some of them?
Many.
Yeah. So for those who are served there, the more shub it way. Not push it on. Because shub communicates an action motivated by negative emotions. It was pushed away, shub it away. You know, it's a difference, a degree of difference. Didn't all get shuba this evening. Now I got no appetite for the food. And those of you who have particular interest or particular loyalty, why, all I can say at this time is that Wednesday afternoon now go pretty.
Wanna hear that? For those who have a particular loyalty, all in can say Wednesday afternoon now go pretty. We'll be looking forward to what transpired this afternoon in the nation's parliament. My lovely people, this is where I have to leave it for today. It was my absolute pleasure doing yet again another awesome show. See you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, 9:30, right here for the DREBRIAN show. Let us continue to look out one for another. Let us continue to champion the message of the People's National Party. The word is love. Thank you guys for the support. See you guys tomorrow, where we'll do it all over again. Take care now and be safe. Blessings, everybody.